Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the One Stop Shop Happy Hour, live on Facebook, produced by marioshomenews.com, your one-stop shop, and it's great to be here again today. Today we're going to be talking about the 55 plus adult communities that are propping up all over the state of Florida, and there's a reason for that. But before I get into this, I want to give a shout out to Andy Rodriguez, the guy that started this show with me, who's getting out of the hospital today with recovering from pneumonia. So Andy, if you're listening, we wish you the best and a quick recovery. We miss you. So why are these adult 55 plus communities springing up? Well, the baby boomer generation is growing every single day. And there's a need for these communities, specifically for couples that are empty nesters, whose children have moved away, have careers in other states away from home, and maybe they don't see them as often as they used to. Case in point is our daughter Vanessa, who went to school in Boston and is working and living in New York City and chasing her dreams. So we don't get a chance to see her as often as we used to. So this is a great concept for people who are empty nesters, who are over 55. And I'm going to tell you about each of the different parts. Claudia and I have visited a couple of these communities recently, took a lot of notes, and that's what I want to share with all of you today. So these communities are all along the East Coast. They start in Parkland and go all the way up to Jacksonville. They start on the West Coast in Naples and go all the way up to the Tampa Bay area. In Orlando, there's a few of them, and then there's some up up northwest in the state of Florida, and then there's many in states outside of Florida. So what are the home sizes and the prices of these type of homes? So what I've seen so far is that the home sizes range anywhere from 1,200 square feet to 3,000 square feet, some mega homes. And the prices can range anywhere from $240,000, depending on the location, and all the way up to over $800,000. We've seen some homes in the $850,000, $875,000 range. So you've got a pretty good cross section depending on what these adults are looking for. So one of the things that we noticed when we went out there to look at some of these homes is that the model homes are decked out. They probably have anywhere between $40,000 to $75,000 in upgrades. So you need to be careful that what you see is not what you're going to get. And you need to ask a lot of questions to make sure that there are no surprises, because I got to tell you, these homes are really, really the models. They are unbelievable with all the extras, the flooring, the ceilings, the countertops, the kitchens, the bathrooms. I mean, they really deck these things out. So you got to be real careful, because there could be $75,000 worth of extras in any one of these units. So premium lots is another area that we discuss with the salespeople that we talk to. And the premium lots, believe it or not, can cost anywhere as little as $8,000 to as high as $160,000 extra for the lot if you want to be on a lake. And what differs the lake view one from the other and a cost of, let's say, $40,000 to $160,000? Well, the length of the lake behind your yard is what determines how much that lake view is going to cost you, on top of the price of the home and on top of all the extras. So one of the things that attracted us to look into this, besides being in the business and bringing this information to you, is that these communities are basically really self-contained. They're like a city within a city. They have gates. They're very opulent. They're very upscale. They have 24-hour security. And for people who are looking for that lifestyle, it's important to them. So the other part of this is the active lifestyle that these communities bring to the residents. A lot of these residents, like I said earlier, are empty nesters, and they're looking for companionship with other families or other couples. Maybe a lot of their friends have moved away, chasing the grandkids and stuff like that. And this is a good concept to be able to have some friends and join activities 7 days a week without having to be, together all the time. So the activities are scheduled unbelievably every day. There's an activity coordinator, schedules go out via email. So it gives the adult an opportunity to really stay active and busy all day long, or as little as they want. So the key part of this activity center is the clubhouse. The clubhouses that we've seen so far are anywhere from 20 to 30,000 square feet. And they come with everything. They come with things like state-of-the-art gym, workout rooms, they have theaters, conference rooms, they have lockers, and best of all, they have a concierge service, which helps you coordinate any activities in the community or outside the community. So you have someone there, during normal business hours, kind of like a concierge hotel type of service. Outside the clubhouse, you're going to find multiple pools. You're going to find a real large pool, and then you're going to probably find a lap pool for those that want to do exercise every day and swim in the pools. These pools are heated as needed during the winter months, and they have jacuzzis, beautiful jacuzzis. They have lap pools if you want to do exercise. They have tennis courts. They have basketball courts. They have pickleball courts. Pickleball, I found out, is just basically a smaller type of tennis court where 2 people or 4 people can play. And it's not you don't have to run around as much. It's a smaller type of court. They also have bocce ball courts, especially for those people that come from the Northeast. Bocce ball for retirees up north is a big deal. So let's talk about the actual HOA and what we found out about these HOAs. So they're going to run you anywhere from $360 to $600 a month for the HOA, all inclusive. Included in there, you're going to have the internet, you're going to have the security, you're going to have the landscaping, so you don't have to do a single thing. The maintenance of the clubhouse, a lot of things are included. The only thing you got to pay for extra is actually the electricity in your home. And the other thing is, believe it or not, I was a little surprised at this, but even though they offer exercise classes like yoga, Pilates, all these different type of classes, spinning and things like that, there's an upcharge of anywhere from $50 to $100 a month to have unlimited access to these classes. So that's another question you have to ask, whether the monthly HOA includes the classes or it does not include the classes. Once again, 7 days a week, all kinds of classes. Let's talk a little bit about the financing of these units. We found out that, and this really surprised me, that approximately 80% of these homes are purchased in cash. And personally, I think that you could do better with your money than putting it all into the community. And if you like one of these type homes, you could buy one with as little as 20% down versus the entire cash. Or you could even buy with 50% down, have a reverse mortgage, and put the other 50% in a account that will make you interest and grow for you. And with a reverse mortgage, you're not going to have any payments anyway, other than your normal payments of the HOA and the taxes and the insurance that you would have even if you had, a conventional loan. The only time you wouldn't need the insurance, which I think you would be crazy not to have it, is if you bought the home cash and you're self-insured. So the Heckam to Heckam reverse mortgage is a great product for this. So let's say you were thinking of buying a $400,000 house in one of these communities. You could literally buy a $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 home with the same $400,000 and get more house for your money. Or you could still buy that $400,000 house, only put in $200,000 and save the other $200,000 and put it to work for you in your brokerage account or your CDs or whatever it is you wish to have. So this is an important point. The developers that we spoke to do not offer the HECM to HECM reverse mortgage, but that's where we come in to be able to help you. If you or anybody you know or a family member is looking into one of these communities, we can help with that. Another important point that we looked into and we asked about is hospitals. How far are the hospitals from these adult communities? You don't want to be 45 minutes to an hour away from a hospital, especially as you're getting older and you live in one of these communities. So you need to look into that. The shopping is usually close by, 5-10 minute ride away. But the hospital, I saw that it's an important feature that needs to be investigated because you don't want to be too far away in case of an emergency. We highly recommend an attorney review before you sign anything on the dotted line with these very extensive contracts in these adult communities. Also, they do allow for realtors like myself to go with you and actually be compensated by the developer to assist you with the negotiations, with the paperwork, and anything else that you need to be able to purchase in one of these locations. So if you need a realtor or a mortgage consultant that can help you to buy in one of these adult communities, let us know. There's a lot of people moving down here from the Northeast and the Midwest that are looking at these communities. In fact, some of these developers actually have sales centers in the Northeast and in the Midwest. They've already built the sales centers up there to make it a little more convenient for the people that live in those areas to be able to start looking at these concepts because they're going to continue to grow. The important thing is your location, the state where you're going to be in, hopefully a low tax state, and to have all these types of amenities. One of the things that we see, besides people from the Northeast and the Midwest, are also people that are downsizing here in the state of Florida. So you may have people that are downsizing from a 5,000-6,000 square foot home into a 2,000 to 3,000 square foot home. Those are also clients that we can work with. If, once again, they live here in Florida, they want to buy in Florida, we can assist them with that. So if you've posted any questions or any comments after the show is over, I will be responding to those. I really appreciate you joining us not only today, but every week. And I suggest that if you know anybody that's over 55, or if you have family members that are 55, that you share this video with them. It could help them as they're making their decisions, because I got to tell you, we're 62 and we're looking at different options as to how and where eventually later on in life we're going to be living. And there's a lot of questions and there's a lot of different things to take into consideration. So I feel that we are looking into this on a regular basis. Every time we travel throughout the state, we're going to stop at a different community. Our next stop is going to be a community in Port St. Lucie. And in April, we look forward to seeing one up in Celebration area of Orlando. And later on, we're going to go back to Naples and see one or two of the communities over there. So once again, thank you for joining the One Stop Shop produced by MariosHomeNews.com. And if there's anything we could do for you, the best number to reach me is here at the office, 305-598-1600, or my cell, 305-588-0451. I hope this information has been helpful, and you folks all have a wonderful day. Thank you.